What's up, y'all? It's Dre. I'm back, the All-Pro of Positivity, saying good morning and welcome to another edition of Game Time 2013. Last time we talked about the G in game, getting started, getting off the bench, getting going, okay? In 2013, we are going to get going on all of our goals and our dreams. As I told you in the first video, I have been putting off way too much stuff. Been doing it piece by piece, slowly, one little thing at a time, take a month or two off and then try to come back to it. No, okay? I need to see something happen right now, and in order for me to do that, I need to get started right away. So in 2013, we getting started. I told you the game is a metaphor. G-A-M-E. G, getting started, okay? Taking the first step. Not having to go all the way. As I mentioned in the first video, as Martin Luther King said, you don't need to see the whole staircase, okay? You just need to see the first step. Take one step at a time, just like AA. One step at a time, one day at a time, one thing at a time. You want to lose weight? Don't eat this donut. Take one step at a time. Don't get the soda, get the water. Okay? Don't go to McDonald's, go to Subway. Do something, one thing, just to get started and create the momentum. Okay? Recap that. You trying to push a car. You behind the car, right? Car still. You got it in neutral. You trying to push and it's not budging, right? And you straining, you behind it, you trying to push it, you got your legs is on fire, you pushing it, and it finally starts to creep a little bit, and it starts to move, and you still pushing, and it starts to move a little faster, a little faster, a little faster, a little faster. Next thing you know, you running behind the car. You ain't even pushing no more. You just kind of guiding it. Running behind it. Why? Because you got it going. Once you get going, okay, the momentum will kick in and everything else after that becomes easier. So that's where we had to start getting started. That's the G. But today we're talking about the A, okay? And the A is all or nothing, or all out, okay? So far this year, I've been on a whole different level. That's why I'm putting these videos out there, because I want everybody to experience what I'm experiencing. See, here's the difference. You get a lot of motivational speakers or positive role models like myself. They've done something outstanding already. Okay? They played in the NFL already, or they overcame something major in their life. Look, we've all been through stuff. I've been through stuff. If I really want to go back and look at it, there's stuff that I've gone through. You know, some people may not have gone through, or it may have been tragic. It may have been something that I overcome. But I was one-track minded when I was young. I was focused. I knew as long as football was there and it was taking me where I needed to go, all this other stuff I could care less about. It was like walking through a storm and feeling like as long as I had my shield, which for me was the game, then I was safe. Okay, so we've all been through stuff. All right. The difference with me is that I'm going through my motivation and I'm applying the steps right now, and I'm asking you to come along with me, because a lot of us, we hear motivational speakers, we read the books, we see the videos, but we don't apply what they tell us to do. And that's the difference. We see it and we get pumped up, but we don't actually go out and take the steps. So with me, we're going to take these steps together. I told you I got started already in January. Now it's time for the A, all or nothing. Okay, I really follow Eric Thomas a lot. I like his message. I like his style. And it's one thing that has resonated with me ever since I first started hearing him. And he said, only those that are willing to risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. He mentioned that he got to a point in his life where he said, I want to see what I can accomplish without having to count the cost. What would I be able to accomplish if I didn't count the cost? And so many of us, that's the case, man. It including myself. That's how I've been. And I'm getting away from that. Stop counting the cost. Stop trying to think about where the pitfalls are going to come from. Stop thinking about where the limits are, what you can and cannot do, and just go all out. Just see what will happen if you go all out. Okay, for example, I said, you know what? I've done the low-carb diet. I've done, this little fad diet, that little fad diet. The one thing that I've never done that I kind of wonder about, I've never not eaten meat. I'm a meat eater. I'm a Flintstone. I like my ribs, my steak, my bacon, and all of that. And yeah, it's turkey bacon, but I still like it, okay? But I'm trying to see, what would my body feel like if I eliminated meat? But yeah, that's going to be hard. I just told you, I've never not had meat with a meal. I'm that type of guy. You just can't, you got to have some kind of meat with every meal, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just 7 days, 1 week, and see if I can eat every meal with no meat. See if I can go vegan or vegetarian, whatever you want to call it, for 1 week, just 1 week, and see what happens. And then after that, I'll reevaluate and go from there. But it's going all out. Okay, it's putting everything forward. I tell my young football players, have you really done everything that you can do? Because I know I used to say that, like, man, I've done everything. I'm in the gym, I'm running it. But have you really? Have you really? I mean, sit up, ask yourself, really? You've eaten perfect for a whole season. You've not had any alcoholic beverages for a whole season. I'm talking to my college and pro guys. You've studied as much film as possible. You went to the gym when you didn't have nothing else to do. You shut up and stretched during the commercials while you sitting around watching TV. Have you really done everything you can do? Because most of us, I guarantee, that's not the case. We haven't done it all. We haven't done everything we can do. And that's what the goal is for us, y'all. That's why we got to go all out. We got to put everything out there and see what happens. That way we don't have no excuse at the end as to why it did or didn't happen. We know if it happened, great. If it didn't happen, now we know why. It just wasn't meant to be, because we did everything that we could do. In 2013, I want to put every foot forward that I can. I want to put everything in it that I can put in it and see what happens. If it don't work out, it wasn't meant to be, I'll be perfectly okay with that, because I won't have any regret. I won't be able to go back and say, well, if I did this, or maybe I could have, or man, you know, that wouldn't have really made a difference. Yes, it will make a difference. Okay? Do everything you can do. If you want to get all A's, and you ain't studying every single day, you ain't asking the teacher for extra help or asking her questions, and you ain't doing all you can do. If there's study sessions, you ain't doing all you can do if you're not attending them. Okay? Just try it. 1 month, 1 week, 1 weekend, I don't know. Do something all out just to see what happens. Push yourself. Try it. Okay? Because you've never tried it before. So this year, let's try it. Let's start with something small. Pick a goal, and for the next 7 days, just go all out 100%. And if you need to keep motivating yourself every day, watch this video every single day to remind yourself that, hey, today is the only day I need to worry about. Not the all week, not the whole 7 days. I need to worry about just today. Just right now. You can break it down even further and say, you know what, I just need to worry about this meal right here. I need to eat right on this meal right here. And then maybe I'll eat bad later, but for this meal, I'm eating right. Whatever you need to do, do it all out. Okay? Only those willing to risk going too far can possibly find how far one can go. Okay? That's the A. We going all out. We're going to get started on whatever goals or dreams we have. Or we're going to get started on all of them. Okay? In some way, we're going to take one step towards the accomplishment of each goal and dream, and we're going to go all out. We're not going to leave any stone unturned. We're not going to hold nothing back. We're going all out this year, all or nothing, so we know exactly where we stand. And then we'll come back next time. We'll talk about the M in Game Time. Until then, it's the All-Pro of Positivity, Andre Fields, from my home office, saying, let's go all out, y'all. It's game time in 2013. It's game time, baby. Let's go.